Hi guys, thanks for watching. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a Bath & Body Works haul. I haven't had a Bath & Body Works haul in a really long time. It's semi-annual sale. I usually go the first day, the second day, the third day, the fourth day. Even if I don't buy anything, I usually still go. But I've had one crazy week. I worked 6 days this last week and the sale started on Monday and I've been going to the gym afterward, and I knew that if I went there, I would be there long enough that I wouldn't be able to go to the gym after. Like, I knew I'd spend a decent amount of time there and then my gym nights would be shot. So every day I gave myself like the choice, gym or Bath & Body Works, and every day like I chose the gym, except on the days I was really sore. But then that day I had to randomly do like some grocery shopping task or something like that, do an exchange at Kohl's or, you know, what have you. But anyway, I finally made it. It is Sunday, June 10th, my dad's birthday. Happy birthday, Dad. And I decided to fly over to Bath & Body Works because this is the last day that they were having the 1050 candles. They were having certain ones 1050. This particular store is the smallest in my area. It closes really early. It closes at 5. And it's kind of like a hidden secret. So sometimes you can find a lot of really good things, and then other times it just has nothing because it is smaller. I'm happy with what I got, but I do want to go to the one at a larger mall. I live in Minnesota, so I live by the Mall of America. The store associate basically was like, hey, you need to go to the Mall of America because they have 2 White Barn stores there. I haven't been to the Mall of America in like over 10 years, which is weird. I live like 30 minutes from there. I just don't like it. It's just too big and overwhelming, and there's other stores. I haven't needed to go. I don't need to go. So if I find what I want at the other stores nearby me, I'm not going to go, but I might end up taking the trip to the Mall of America for the first time in a decade. So now that I've rambled for 2 minutes, I'm going to tell you I only got candles. I only got 4 of them, nothing too exciting, and they are all new to me. And yeah, let's talk about them. So yeah, this was candle weekend, so they had some that were 1050. So this first one that I got is the part of that Destination collection, and this is Italy Cannoli and Chocolate. I was going to comment on the label, but you know, honestly, I really don't care too much about the labels. I actually like that they're longer instead of like the like a smaller, more square shaped one. I kind of like that, like, extra length to it, but I'm not too picky about them. So cannoli and chocolate, fresh made cannoli, dusting of sugar, sweet milk chocolate. I've heard people saying that this is a mix of like hot cocoa and cream and something else, and then someone saying, I think it was In-N-L, saying that it smelled like chocolate chip cookies to him. And people are very adamant about what they smell and what they don't smell. And honestly, when I smelled this, I was like, ugh, I don't really know if I like that. The cannoli scent in it smelled like a cannoli. Oh, people were also saying s'mores. So I can get all that, you know, I can kind of... Honestly, the thing I get the most, like, in order is actually chocolate and cannoli. Like chocolate, like a cannoli, whipped cream, and chocolate. And then next I would probably say, yeah, it smells like chocolate chip cookies a little bit. Lastly, I would say it smells like s'mores. It's not really s'more-like to me. I didn't think I was going to get this, but I really have to try it. And honestly, I'm going to burn this one. I'm not going to chunk this up. If I really like something, I would want to keep it and chunk it up, but I want to take a chance and burn this. I've heard that it burns pretty well and it's strong, so I would like to see if I can burn this without getting that kerosene note. So I will burn this. I will try and do it sooner than later and not have it just hang around in my collection for a really long time, because if I like it, I know I want to get another one to potentially chunk up, but I do want to try and burn this. It's interesting. I like it, and then I'm just like, I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of chocolate, and I kind of smell that hot cocoa and cream scent in this, but I also think at the same time I smell like a chocolate pudding, like chocolate. Yeah, chocolate pudding. It has like a flaky, crispy crust or like a cannoli type scent mixed with like chocolate pudding and whipped cream, like a moon pie, kind of. Yeah, I'm a little unsure of it just because it's chocolate and I'm afraid of it, but I heard that it smells more like that, like bakery scent than the chocolate when you burn it, so I am looking forward to trying it, okay? So the next one that I got is Spice It Up, the Cinnamon Pretzel Twist. This store had maybe 4 of these, only 2 of them with like decently spaced wicks because I'm worried about my wicks and I like to look at them. I never tried this one and people said really good things about it, so I did try and look for it during the semi-annual sale toward the end of it, the winter sale, and I didn't see it anywhere, so I couldn't get it, but randomly this same store put it out. So this is fresh ground cinnamon, soft homemade pretzel, and vanilla cream icing. And I do like this scent. This scent smells like, oh, what is it? Now it's going to bug me. Okay, I paused and ran. I went to go get this candle, which I chunked up. This candle was a pain to chunk up. I think, if it's the one I'm thinking of, yeah, I think it was like all crumbly. This was an awful candle to chunk up. I don't think I did this on camera in a whatever candle chopping video. This is brown sugar allspice. These smell so similar to me, and no one does the comparison, but they have that same kind of dry, almost burnt cinnamon sugar. Okay, there's that. Yeah. They smell extremely similar to me. I don't think that they're the same. I do smell brown sugar in that other one. It kind of has that like sugary sweetness. With this one, I kind of do almost smell like a toast, burnt toast, cinnamon sugar toast. But more of the toast. It doesn't have like a butter to it. It kind of smells like a dry, to me, dry cinnamon sugar toast. But my cat's in the room and he's being weird. I'm interested in trying it. Now I'm like, ooh, should I burn this or should I chunk it up? I don't know. But it's like, why would I pick nice wicks, nicely spaced wicks, if I was gonna chop it up? So I think I'm gonna burn it. And if I like it, I will go back and try and get another one to chunk up, because I already didn't want to leave the store without 2 of them. I just feel like that might be a scent I really like. But if I didn't get it the last time, really, I didn't care, because I'm like, oh, that smells just like brown sugar allspice. But then toward the end of the sale, people were really talking about this one and how they liked it. So I thought, I better get it. By the way, it has that lid that says eat dessert first. Sorry, you can see the reflection in there. I don't want to blind you. Okay. So then I got sweet cherry pie, which it's new to me. Decently spaced wicks. I think I put my fingerprint on there. And this just, to me, when this first came out, people were like, oh, the bakery and the cherry don't go well together. This is the same cherry in Black Cherry Merlot, which is not a foodie, realistic, authentic cherry. This is bright red cherries, flaky pie crust, crushed almonds, by the way. That's the description. But then people were also saying that they really loved it, how great it was, how strong it was, how well it burned, and just all this success over this candle. Sorry, I was just kind of like wiping off the lid a little bit. But I don't know. I was one of those people that thought the scents didn't blend well. But I need to try it. And I'm not a huge cherry fan, but I'm hoping that bakery will come out enough that I don't primarily smell like that really artificial cherry. So yeah, I'm curious about it. And I need to try it. So there is that. And then the last one that I got, I should just push this back and then put these in the middle for you. And I'm not done. I'm going to go back. You know, I have plans to go back because I do want one more of these. And this is the banana split milkshake. Now, I've seen people burning this and it burned really well. I've seen people burning this and they say, do not burn this. This burns like absolute crap. So I don't really know what to do. Please, if you burn this, let me know your opinion down below because I'm going to go with like majority votes. Should I, oh, I like the lid though, by the way. Should I, oh, I like this lid too. I forgot to mention that. I do like that. That's just a little different. And I don't really, you know, like I'm not picky about labels, whatever. Should I burn this or should I chunk it up? Or should I burn this one and buy another one to chunk up? And also, I couldn't figure out what batch to buy because there was an A1 and an A2. And I thought, for sure I'm getting the A1, but the wicks were better centered in the A2 that I just randomly grabbed. And for some reason, my nose played tricks on me, or plays tricks on me, and I felt like this one smelled stronger for some reason, but who knows. This is sweet banana, chocolate sauce, cherry on top. No, it's just banana. Like banana cream and a bakery note. There's definitely a bakery note to it. I really like it. This really is on like the banana bakery end versus, I mean, I still do smell kind of candy banana, but it's not like direct, straight popsicle runts banana like candy. There's like a cream and a bakery note for sure, and I really like it, so I'm hoping it's gonna burn well for me. If it doesn't, I'll just put it in my candle warmer and then go buy another one to chunk up. I'm not gonna like go return it or anything. I mean, unless it's like awful on the first burn, then I'll just go exchange it for a different one. But I perfectly fine with like testing her out and putting her in the warmer if it doesn't work. So that's it. I bought some candles. Who knew? I definitely don't need them, but I've like been really choosy about which candles I want to buy, and there isn't a lot of body care that I want from the sale. So you know, depending on if I like these, I may end up getting a second one of them. So I do want to try them fairly soon. Let's see here. I was surprised how much I liked that soda pop one. I didn't think I was going to like that. I thought generic, but I actually like smelling it. I'm like, you know what? This is actually a really nice, refreshing scent that I think would smell really good burning and hopefully transfer well in home fragrance once lit, and hopefully not give me that kerosene scent. What are you doing, Tiger? And then there are a couple other ones that aren't on sale right now. I do want to try and get my hands on that waffle cone one. I never got to try berry waffle cones, so I would like to get a couple of those if I can find them. At least one to burn and one to chunk up. And then, well, here's Tiger. And then, what else? Pineapple crumb cake. I can't find that one. I mean, I only looked at one store, but I haven't been able... wasn't able to get my hands on that one. What are you doing, Tiger? So, Tiger, I'm all done with the haul, so if you don't care, if you don't care anymore, you can click out. If you like hearing about my cats, so Tiger lost his voice like a week ago, a little over a week now, and I took him to the vet because I was really nervous after Googling it. You know, there's all these different scary things that could happen, like an obstruction in his throat or a growth, a tumor, you know, all these different things, laryngitis, whatever. So I take him to the vet. He was only there for maybe 2 hours total, and I mean between 2 and 3 hours total, but really probably about 2 hours total. And everything sounded good and he wasn't acting any differently except that his voice started becoming squeakier. He talks a lot. If you guys see him or my other cats, all three of my cats talk a lot. They're always like doing that little barking noise. He howls at night when he plays with his cat toys. And he talks all the time. And so when he lost his voice, at first it was like, oh, cute, poor Tiggy's losing his voice. Tiggy is one of his nicknames. He's looking at me because he knows that I said his name. And, good boy, aren't you? And then his voice got quieter and quieter, and then it was like a whisper. And this was over the course of like a day or two, and then his voice was gone. And now when he tries to talk, it sounds either like a tiny squeak or like a crazy gremlin voice. So they actually we decided to put him under, so he had to go under general anesthesia so that they could do a really good laryngeal exam. And they were talking about, like, I don't know if it's like a sphincter or flaps that help with his trachea or his esophagus or something. I can't remember what they were talking about, but everything seemed normal, nothing unusual, out of the ordinary, except that there was a little bit of inflammation on one of these, like, curved flaps that he has on the back of his throat. And so we're treating him for laryngitis. They said that they think it's caused by the, like, feline herpes virus, which most if not all cats are exposed to. So they're, you know, just like kind of like how humans are when they're babies. And you know, there's many different simplexes. But anyway, so they thought that they was acting up and that he got laryngitis. So he had to be on anti-inflammatory pills, just one a day for 3 days. I just gave him his last one. He's really good. He's a really good guy with it, but his voice has not come back. He's still whispering. We're hoping that it should come back in the next week or so. If not, I have to bring him back again. They have to put him under again and do even further testing to try and figure out what is going on. So I am crossing my fingers. I do not have to spend a ton of money between, like, all the cats in my life, my family's cats and my cats. It's expensive. So it's really adding up. So I'm just like crossing my fingers that they're, you know, that his voice comes back on its own in like a week to 10 days and that I don't have to take him back in. So say your prayers for me. But when I brought him back, Felix, his best buddy, that they've been best friends since Felix was a baby, and my ex-boyfriend and I got him, they've been like inseparable. Well, he was hissing at him and he is not recognizing Tiger, and poor Tiger is just the nicest guy. He just sat there. He was so calm. I mean, he was crazy when he came back because he had just been woken up from the anesthesia. So we kept him away from the other cats. But, yeah, I just, my mom helped me with him. And, he reacted really weird, but, I don't really know. I'm trying to think of the name of it. There's like a certain non-recognition aggression or some type of a term when they get separated, and I know he has other scents on him and stuff, but you'd think that like Felix would at least recognize his face and know that like, hey, there's my friend, even though he smells different, but he hasn't. I mean, he's still hissing at him today, and this was like, I brought him to the vet on Friday, and now today's Sunday. So I don't know how long it's going to take. I'm hoping that it gets better and better each day, but I'm hoping that this didn't destroy the relationship between the two of them, because I know that that's a very complex relationship with cats, and they're best buddies. So I'm just like saying my prayers that they become friends again, because it would just be so sad, because Tiger wants to go near him and Felix will hiss at him, and Tiger wants to like go, you know, lay by him, and Felix is just being a jerk. So it's been frustrating. I had to lock Felix separately away in a different room, and I did that like overnight, and I did that because I need Tiger to get all the scents back on him. I can't lock him away in a separate room. I need him to like eat food and lay on blankets and get all of the like household scents back on him instead of like locking him up in a room. So we will see how it goes. Anyway, this is a super rambly video, but thank you for watching and listening. If you listen to the end, I'll give you an update in my one of my next videos whenever I come back and film again in a few days. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I would like to know what you bought from the semi-annual sale, what good finds you got, what scents you like. I didn't smell a lot of the body care, so I don't know what's like the good body care to look for. Are there any like 75% off finds that you found? My store did not have very much for 75% off, so I want to go look at other stores. So yeah, this video is way too long for candle haul. I'll see you. I'll talk to you guys soon. I'll see you soon. Bye.